What's going on, everybody? We're back with another deck review. This time we're going to go over my Alayla. See the deck name there, the Lorwyn Provocateur. This came from a lot of the stuff that I pulled from the Lorwyn limited series draft that we did earlier, some of my earlier videos with my son. So we're doing this again tonight because my son is still unfortunately not 100% from strep. He's much better. The fever's gone. And I believe his rash is pretty much cleared up. It's pretty brutal with strep. Anyway, so he wasn't feeling 100%, so we didn't get any matches today. That's okay, we got more coming. And then hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on some more packs or another box here soon, so we can do another limited challenge. So I had a lot of fun doing the one yesterday when I recorded it, so I figured, hey, let's do another one. So this is going to be all about fairies. It was very Lorwyn inspired. A lot of good Lorwyn cards went into this deck, and I felt that they would play very well with Alayla, Artful Provocateur. So let's check her out. First of all, she is a fairy warlock, flying, death touch, lifelink, fantastic. And then other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0, just right off the hop. Then, whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. So automatically you get 2/1 fairies every time you cast an artifact or enchantment spell. So obviously there's going to be a fair amount of enchantments and artifacts in this deck. So we'll just go down some Anthem cards here. We got the this I believe is from Shadowmoor, but I got it from the Mystery Booster set, I do believe. So this is the Fairy Swarm. Yeah, you can see their power and toughness are equal to the number of blue permanents you control. And then we have the Obelisk of Erd, and that's, you know, down the road, it does have a Convoke, which went well with Lorwyn. So we brought this in because choose fairies, and then all fairies get +2/+2. So you're really pumping them there. Dawnblessed Pennant, again, choose fairies, and then you get to, whenever one comes in, you gain a life. Sack. Anyway, this total rule, just for the blanking effect and getting things from untapped to tapped, and there's a couple ones in here that have good synergy with that. Kitsa, I just love Kitsa when you can pump her up a bit and then start copying spells and stuff like that. Mirror Room, so you can make a copy and then you can get double triggered abilities with this one. Spell Pierce, obviously, because right, it's a good easy one. Spell Snare, Curious Colossus from Lorwyn, and then you can see here Flitterwing Nuisance, Glamour Grifter, Glamour Might, Illusion Spinners, the Lockmare. Then we also have the Nightmare Sower, Shapeshifter, Merfolk Soldier, the Reaping Willow, Reese the Evermore, Unwelcome Sprite, Fairy Tauntings down here. This is from Lorwyn, original Lorwyn. It's tribal enchantment. Whenever you play a spell during an opponent's turn, you may have each opponent lose 1 life. So that's just a fun little one to throw in there. And again, these are all cards that are currently in my collection. I have them. They're on hand just over there. I'll go grab the deck here in a second. So then I really like this card here, the Arbiter of the Ideal. You can see the text, a lot of text. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of a lot of text. But this one's cool because whenever the Arbiter of the Ideal becomes untapped, reveal the top card of your library. If it is an artifact, creature, or land card, you may put it onto the battlefield with a manifestation counter on it. That's essentially a finality counter. So if it were to leave the battlefield, now it's exiled. But with the blinking, because we had this Tola in there as well, every time they become untapped, you get to do this. It's a nice way to pump it. Consider just a great card all around. I don't have that printing, but it's in there. Defiler of Dreams, great. You can pay blue life and reduce blue costs. And then whenever you cast a blue permanent, you just draw a card. Harmonized Crescendo, because it would work really well with the fairies. So yeah, Harmonized Crescendo, great for drawing cards. Sig is just a fantastic card. Can't be blocked. You can really pump that thing up. Whenever you deal damage to a player, you draw cards. And there's the other side there. Voracious Tome Skinner. And then we have Aquatex Defenses, Blossom Vine, and Noggle the Mine from Lorwyn. And we also have Lena Lender's Answer, Personify Rhyme Chill. And then this is the land base that I have. Again, this is what I do currently have. I don't think this one's too bad. 55 bucks for land base. That's not terrible. But you can see there, Bleachbone Verge. That's actually all the verges have gone up quite a bit in price lately. Godless Shrine. What are the good ones in this one? I think that's about it. There's nothing too crazy in here for land, I don't believe. No, Godless Shrine is, you know, $13, $14, 15 bucks there. This is Canadian prices too, so if you're American and watching this, yeah, that's all. It's just the difference in value. Then yeah, anyway, so for some life gain, because I do like to have the life gain in this where it plays well. When my commander has lifelink, I like to pump lifelink. I don't know why. Anyway, Angelic Chorus. It's a fantastic one. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to its toughness. Great card. Authority of the Consuls. Again, that's for 1 mana. God, people hate that card. Congregate, and then target player gains 2 life for each creature on the battlefield. So that's a great one if you're about to get smacked real hard. Aegis Angel, Teferi. Teferi's great to have in there. Ethereal Armor, Catilda, and then Arcane Signet, Inspiring Statuary, Orzhov Signet, Springleaf Drum, Warden of the Evil's Isle. So then we also have the Stellar Reclaimer from Edge of Eternities, Airdew, Carrier of Dawn. Love that card. Great card. There's the lifelink again, flying lifelink. Grave Shifter. And then for removal, Deceit. Love this card. Dream Shacklegeist, Escape Detection, Bell, Frogify, Muslim Wanderer, Negate, No More Lies, Riptide Gearhulk, Shelter by Ghosts. Great enchantment aura for this build, like for this deck, because once you keep this in your back pocket for a little bit, once you have a few enchantments on there, you get +1. Oh, that's Ethereal Armor. So that's that one. Yeah, sorry. That's a really good one as well. So that one gives you +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. This one lets you remove somebody. So that's all that is. Anyway, still a great card. Exile a creature until that leaves, and you get +1/+0, lifelink, and Ward 2. Time of Ice, Bloodline Bidding. I do believe I have most of the printings of that. Winnowing. I like Winnowing as well. I think it's a pretty cool card. And then Ghostly Dancers and Schema Thief. There is the spread. Curve is a little more broad on this one. It's got a higher average mana value than my one last night, which I think was 2.97. I like to keep it around 3. This one's a little higher. It'll work a little harder. But there's the breakdown. I love it with Architect. You can really break it all down. Not too bad for tokens. It really took me nothing to assemble this as well. But yeah, there is Alayla, the Lorwyn Provocateur. I also don't have Soul Ring in this deck, because I think I've ran out. I think I'm out of Soul Rings now. So I'm gonna acquire some more of those. Anyway, down in the comments, as always, please let me know what you think. Any upgrades you would recommend, any changes I would make, a different direction you would take with Alayla. What do you think of Alayla? I do believe she used to be like a top 25 commander. She's pretty good, and for a cheap price. And fairies, if you like you can make a really nice bracket 2 deck out of this. This is bracket 2. I don't believe there's there's nothing in this that is too crazy. But once it gets rolling, it's very hard to stop and beat unless you start pulling out some board wipes. But you have a couple ways to deal with those in this deck, which, as always, you need. If you have blue, you got to take advantage of it. I'm not a strictly blue player, that's for sure. I don't have any mono blue decks, and I suck at mono blue. But I sure love splashing it in on most decks because it just gives you so much versatility. Yeah, and I love the white, blue, black combination. I'm also a big Grixis fan, the red, blue, black. Yeah, so that's about it. Anyway, as always, like I said, let us know what you think. Hopefully me and my son will be back tomorrow playing some game 2 of our Bloomborough limited challenge. We've got the polls up. We got the first game up. And tonight will be game 3 of the Karlov series, and I unfortunately have not been able to locate 1 or 2 after recording them. So game 3 is up there. He did fantastic in the Karlov draft. He did fantastic in the drafting. So give him his props when you see that one drop tonight. Yeah, let me know what you think. Again, he did a really good job with the Karloff draft and the Karloff deck build. And I mean, you know, spoilers, he kicked my butt. So it is what it is. I'm having fun doing this. I'm enjoying spending time with my son and teaching him about Magic and getting better with him. And I think we might even go do an LGS pre-release here soon. I'll take him with me. Just, you know, I want him to be prepared. But I don't think it's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It does nothing for me. I was not a big Team NT fan when I was a kid. It was around. So, yeah, not for me. I might skip it, just like I did the Last Airbender, because it did nothing for me. I like anime. I just never got into the Last Airbender. It is what it is. I'm really looking forward to Strixhaven. Cannot wait for that to come out. Hopefully, if it's Strixhaven, we can go do an actual LGS one. If not, we'll do it right here. Do it at home, pre-release battle, and we'll have some more fun with it. So, as always, I'm really bad at Magic most of the time. Feel like I'm getting better. Again, I sure do love it. Thanks for hanging out.